Hey, if you want to get found online, then you need to make sure that you do not hire the wrong web designer who's going to start you off on the wrong foot. Because you want your website to have the right structure just to start with, the right foundation that Google likes. Otherwise, you're spinning your wheels with SEO. Hey, I'm Chris Loomis. I'm a digital marketer, and what I'm going to teach you today is the same methods that I use to help my own website get ranked on page one of Google in less than 6 months, and the same technique I've used with my clients to get them ranked on page one in less than 6 months. This is training I wish I had when I first started. So this is very valuable stuff, and get ready to take some notes. So what you're going to learn in this training is what to look for in a good web designer, what to ask and how to check their work, how much you should pay, what you should expect from them, and most importantly, who not to hire. Plus, I'm going to show you the 5 web design secrets that are critical to getting your website ranked in top search results. And I'm going to show you how to check if your web designer is using these 5 secrets. But real quick, when the video is over, I want you to click the link below and you'll get instant access to video number 2, which is going to show you the number 1 hidden secret to money-making websites. And this is cool because this is the information you're going to want. You can get people to go to your website, but to get them to call and click and those things, you want to use video number 2, the secrets there, and that is going to give you an edge over your competitors. It's the same trick that the marketing gurus use to get more leads and more conversions. And the coolest part is you can use this in all your marketing. I mean, your social media, use it in your print ads, and you should definitely be using this on your website. So let's dive into this training. Let's talk about experience. No doubt it's valuable. You want experience, especially when you're hiring someone like a doctor and attorney, as you know. But for digital needs, I tend to value training and what the team brings to the table more than longevity. Although experience is important, but here's why. Because digital marketing changes rapidly, right? And you want a company that understands that and has a team that keeps up with the constant and never-ending Google algorithm changes. Google rolls out over 600 updates per year, which is mind-boggling, but these are all mostly very minor changes that don't usually affect your website rankings directly. However, they do roll out 1 or 2 big ones, or can, and your web designer should be familiar with that and how it affects SEO performance. For you, just do a quick Google search, you'll know what it is, and you'll have the idea to see whether or not your web designer uses that, or at least knows what it is. They should also have experience in the platform of website style that you need for your business, such as WordPress, for example. Okay, and there's different types of platforms out there, but WordPress is what I recommend. It's easy. It's easier for you to make changes or do a blog post if you want, and it's totally customizable and it has tons of plugin options, which is awesome. Plus, Google loves it. And now here's the thing. If a designer wants to do an HTML or a coded website, that's when you want to be cautious, okay? Because you don't need one unless you have very specific needs. Maybe you have to do hotel bookings or something like that. But most small businesses will get by just fine with a WordPress website. Most web designers are not going to write copy. So when it comes to content creation, you plan on writing your own copy because most web designers are not copywriters. However, if you can't find someone to do it, it's probably going to cost you about $1,000 to $2,000 or more, depending on what you need. However, they should be able to help you optimize your content and your copy so that it's Google and SEO friendly. This is something that I include because I want my clients to rank more easily in Google. So here's what I mean. So say you own a service business that offers concrete work, like pouring a new driveway or a patio. Okay, I'd make sure that the words we use are the ones that people search for on Google. So maybe if someone searches, and they use a different term. For example, they use the word cement versus concrete. We'd want to use the word cement also in the content or in the metadata so that we actually get it found on Google. Website layout. So you want to check, of course, what work the designer has done, but you also want to check their own website. And all of their websites, including their own, should follow the 5 secrets that to get your website ranked in top search results that I'm going to reveal later in this video in just a few minutes. If they aren't doing this at a minimum, look for someone who is, because it really is that important if you want to get found on Google. But before I get into that, here's a little hack. It's just something you can use. It's a little trick. And if you, this is called the fold right here. So if you go above the fold and you put search, like your services, website design, SEO. So this is all indexed and searchable by Google. You can also put a clickable phone number, which is really nice for mobile devices. And it's also searchable and indexed in Google. But a website is more than just how it looks, right? It has to be user-friendly and clean. And at a minimum, should follow the 5 secrets. And Google has to like it if you actually want people to find your website. Let's talk about pricing real quick. Pricing, honestly, it's going to be all over the board depending on where you live in the world. But that being said, on average, you shouldn't need to spend more than about $3,000 for a standard website. And that would be a WordPress website that's customizable, look and feel, and something you can make look your own and a unique design. And no more than about $5,000 for a custom website that needs specialized features like adding in e-commerce sales, online booking, or email capture. I'm not talking about something customizable for a huge brand like Zappos or something that's going to cost much, much more. But for a small business that needs to add in those other features, no more than $5,000. Proposals. Expect to get a proposal. You should ask for a proposal if they're not going to give you one. But they should offer a proposal that lays out the timeline, what it will cost, and all the work that will be done, such as on-page SEO. Use this and get several quotes. That way you can compare apples to apples. And often you're going to find that there's a reason why one company is cheaper, because they aren't doing all the extra stuff that's critical to getting your website designed properly so that Google likes it, so you can actually get your phone to ring. So if they're not doing your design and not using these 5 secrets that I'm about to talk about and optimizing for on-page SEO, you're wasting your money. And that is the web designer that you want to avoid. All right, let's talk about these 5 secrets now. Secret number 1, you want to ensure that your website has a responsive design. What's a responsive design? That means it's mobile ready. That means that it will display beautifully on any device without need to scroll or elements appearing in the wrong places, like words hanging off the edge or buttons that you can't click. So the way to check this is go to responsivetool.com, put in the URL, the website that you want to check, and it'll give you a score. So you want to check that your website loads properly on every device, iPad, iPhone, desktop. Here are some stats for you. Responsive design has become a crucial factor in search engine rankings over the past year. So it's not just about user friendliness, it's also about search friendliness. And Google puts such a high rating on this. This is like the number one thing. It has to be mobile friendly. If it's not, it's just going to be really hard to get ranked in Google, because 60% of all searches now are done on mobile devices. An average 8 of 10 users will leave a site if content doesn't display properly on their device. 48% consider companies uncaring if their sites are not mobile friendly. And 13% of adults exclusively use mobile to access the internet. 2 of 3 minutes spent online is through mobile devices. Probably none of this is shocking. You can see why this is so important to get right. Secret number 2, be original. Check that your content is unique. This is the one secret that a lot of people don't get right. So what you're going to do is go to copyscape.com. You put your URL in that you want to test. And it'll spit back if there's any websites that have the same copy that you have. So in other words, when you design a website, don't just go to some other website, copy, that sounds great, I can use that, and then copy and paste and put it on your website, because that will hurt your rankings. So make sure that you write original content, because duplicate content can impact your rankings. And search algorithms and Google, they'll find it, just like here, you can find it, and it will penalize you. Secret number 3, speed up if you want to win the race. This is another one that's probably common sense, but slow websites, people are going to leave, and it's not user-friendly, right? So speed of your website is crucial for ranking due to several factors. Site speed is a well-documented ranking factor for most search algorithms. This is one of the top ones that Google uses for search algorithm. Slow page speed can limit the number of pages on your website that are indexed. Visitors are going to leave because, I'm sick of waiting, right? And if you think about it, they are, searching for 60% of the time on a phone. And a phone is just using a cell tower, so which isn't going to load as fast as your 100 meg in your house. So make sure your website loads fast so that it actually can be found on the internet, but also user friendliness. When someone's searching for your business on their phone, it comes up faster. They can see what you have to offer them. So the way to test is go to gtmetrics.com, put the URL in there, or the website domain, and run the test. It'll tell you how fast the page is loading. So to speed up, you want to go invest in premium hosting, which I'm going to talk about in just a second. Then optimize your website for speed by compressing images and using a caching plugin. Website speed stats. Okay, the following stats are going to show clearly why page speed is such an important factor. 39% of people across the world will stop engaging with a website if they don't load. Web pages that load in 2.4 seconds had a bounce rate of 12.8%, whereas pages that load in 3.3, a bounce rate of 20%. I mean, that's just a single second of added page load speed can cause sales to drop by 27%. So 47% of customers expect a web page to load at speeds of under 2 seconds. That's hard to do for a home page, but for like blog pages, you should be able to get those to load in under 2 seconds. But for Google optimizations, for getting found, ensure your website loads in at least 4 seconds or less, okay? That's something that can be achieved. Secret number 4, move into the right neighborhood. This is the hosting thing I was talking about. What is a good neighborhood? Well, first of all, it's easier to talk about what a bad neighborhood is, but essentially think about this. When you buy your website and you bought it from, say, GoDaddy, you have to host that somewhere. It has to live somewhere, and it's living on a server. So if you go for the cheap server, that cost you $100 a year or something like that. Okay, you could have 5 other sites on there, and you have no control over that. So if you get a gambling site or a pornography site or Viagra, those are considered bad neighbors. And when you share server space with those, it can hurt your rankings. So a way to check this is go to viewdns.info/reverse IP. Okay, and put your URL in there, and it'll spit back and show you who you're sharing server space with. And look right there. Okay, not the type of neighbor you want. bloghack.ru. Okay, that puts your rankings, at risk. Secret number 5: get your website SSL secured. That's that little lock symbol right there. Okay, and the HTTPS, you want to see that. So your host should be able to put that up for your web designer. To make sure you have that. Okay, so what that does is it means that visitors know that your site is secure and they're not going to have to worry about being hacked. So when I put in my email address, or if you're going to go pay, never put any information in on a website that does not have that hack or that padlock or that HTTPS, okay? So you know why it's important? Because security, not only is it good for user, but you also want to make sure that it's there because Google puts a high value on this. This is why I'm talking about these 5 secrets. Google cares about this. So when you go to hire a web designer, make sure that their own website and the ones that they are designing are using this. And make sure that they will do this for you. So now it's time for you to take action. So what you can do is you can call me or email me if you're interested, and you can book a free, no obligation, 30-minute consultation, and we can see what you might need with your business and how I can help you. There's my phone number and email address. Be happy to take that the time to talk to you. And one last thing, don't forget, click the link below because you'll get instant access to that video number 2, which is truly a money-making secret that you can use in all of your materials, and it will really, really help you. It's just the first step in getting the right website design to get more people to call you. So listen, thanks for watching. I hope this helped you, and please don't forget to click that link or to give me a call or an email. Thanks, and have a great day.